morning. So today I have a brief or a presentation at work, and so I have to get cute so that I can be confident, because when you look good, you do good. I'm going first things first, eyebrows. You guys already know I've really made a mess of my eyebrows, guys. Like, I have to seriously stop touching them because they look crazy. So I think when I go get my nails done this week, I'm gonna have her clean it, and even though I might not have any brows left by the end of it, I'm gonna just have her clean it because it's hard to even shape them right now because I've messed with them just like way too much. So they're really hard to shape for me right now. It takes me like so much longer. Good enough for now. I am going to do a eyeshadow today, just a light one. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, and an eyeshadow primer really helps keep your eyeshadow from creasing, from eyelid oil. Highly recommended. I don't wear it every day, but I need to get in the habit of starting to put it on because it does really do a lot for your eyeshadow. I think I'm just gonna use my LA Girl Pro Concealer. Concealer brush. And then I always set my concealer with a little bit of Laura Mercier. So I'm going to use my Wanderess palette by Wander, going with the color Sunkiss, and just all over the lid. It's creating a very light shadow. the Enchanted color, just kind of like right in the crease area to give it a little bit more color. See how we've darkened the crease? That's what you want. A subtle crease. Now I want to use the nude beach color just all over the lid. And also there, under the brow. And I'm also gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury. This is in medium, even though it doesn't look like medium. Let's do our e.l.f. putty primer. Just a thin layer on the cheeks, nose, and a little bit on the forehead to really give it that smooth, seamless look. I've been using the Maybelline Infallible. This is in 488. I use this for my work makeup, so whenever I'm going to work, I use these. I'm gonna take a flat brush and just place. Good time to get the top of your eyebrows. Take your foundation brush and just blend in. Let's do some contour. So I've been changing up my contour a little bit because I noticed that I was cutting my cheeks too much. Like I have a round face, so I feel like I needed to not cut as deep. So I'm just gonna do this and then right there, like that, instead of all the whatever I was doing. And then if I want to, I can just go like that. So, right there. Watching my videos back and I was like, my cheeks, I'm not contouring it correctly, I think. So because I have like bigger cheeks, I can't cut it this up high, because then I have all this. It just doesn't look good. So I decided to change it up. So as you can see, the contour is a little bit lower on my cheeks instead of so high. Work in progress. All right, next thing we're gonna do is some blush. Let's do some e.l.f. All right. Tarte. This is in light medium. And then just give it like a lift at the end. And then I'm gonna do the L'Oreal Infallible. So forehead, nose, cheek, brush, and just get all this. Do the nose. Okay, and if you look at your face and you're like, oh, I have like harsh lines, it doesn't look blended, a trick that you can use is take your foundation brush and just blend. You see how those like harsh lines are kind of gone? You could do are gone. That's what you could do here too. It's all gonna blend together anyways, but if you really just don't like those lines, take your foundation brush and just go ahead and blend. So now we don't have any more of those like harsh lines. Perfect. Go in with the concealer. Feather out the ends. Okay, you might think to yourself at this stage, oh, it's showing, like there's all these like harsh lines and stuff. So another trick you can do is take your brush that you used your cream blush with and then just smooth out the sides. Look at that. Same thing on this side. I can even go in to the concealer. See that? So save your brushes that you use for your creams, because you can always go back in and blend everything out so that you can have an easier time blending and making it look pretty before you go in and set. So we've done that. I am gonna do just a tiny bit under my eyes. That's right there. Just because I noticed with the Tarte concealer, I do need an extra layer for more coverage, because otherwise it's not that much coverage. And I'm also going to take that blush brush again and just kind of smooth this out. perfect. Not everything should be drying down. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my contour. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Eyeliner Ting bronzer, and I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush and just put it in the places that I put the contour, cream contour. Alrighty, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our one size pressed powder. This is in medium. Preset my face before I set with setting powder. Big fluffy brush. That way you're preset a little bit so that when you do go in with the setting powder, you're not having any patchiness, any wet areas that you have to like, that look horrible. All right, so the next thing's next, we're gonna use some one size pressed powder. This is in light, under the eyes. You can see this side versus this side. Now we can use a powder puff and set our face. So as I told you in the beginning, I was setting my powder like going too far up this way, leaving a lot of cheek, and it was looking weird. So now what I'm doing instead is kind of following my ear, so like right here, down to the corner right here of my lip. That way I'm not cutting too high up because it was looking crazy. Same thing on this side, to my ear. Under the eye. All set. Everything that was creams and wet now is all set. So I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of bronzer, a tiny bit, and I'm gonna use a smaller brush so it's a little bit more focused. Bring some color back. Let's use my Maybelline Master Blush. I'm gonna take an angled brush. Is do a little bit of contour under my eye because I just like the way it looks. So I just take like a skinny brush and go in with a brown usually. So immediately look at this eye and look at this eye. This eye looks a little bit better, to me at least. Some highlights, I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Cheek Duo, Cupid Cheek Duo. Okay, and just time to spray her down. More setting spray. Whew. I just go back in and do a little bit more eyebrow, just make sure everything is defined. All right, now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an eyeliner today. So I'm gonna use the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. I wanna kill him with the wing. So I'm gonna start right here. Haven't done a wing in a while. So there's my wing. Perfect. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do some mascara. I'm gonna use e.l.f. mascara. We're gonna do 2 layers of this. Bottom lash. And then I always put it through my eyebrows. Okay, so we got that first layer down. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Sky High as a second layer. Okay, we might do another layer at the end, but for now let's get into lips. So right now my favorite combo, especially for a lip liner, is my Danessa Myricks, and this is in 9. It is my favorite. Like the color, the longevity, it like stays on all day. And honestly, I'm gonna get all the other darker shades as well of this, and I'm gonna use it for my clients. I've already decided. Like, it's just so pretty. You just need a little bit, and it's waterproof, so. So I do like 1 layer, put my lipstick on or whatever, then I do another layer at the end. And it dries quickly too. I mean, just look at the brown. It's such a pretty light neutral brown. It's like, it's not too much popish. It's just perfect. Great. So next thing, let's just go in with Haze, Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Haze. And what I'm gonna also do is take the pink Danessa Myricks and just put a little tiny bit in the middle. I did this all over my lip yesterday and it was not a good idea. So I was like, okay, I need to do little tiny bits just in like the middle area. and then go in with the gloss, and then it's probably perfect. So take a little bit. Pretty. And I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of the brown and just outline again. So pretty. And at this stage, I can go in with a lip gloss. Let's go in with my new Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in Butterscotch. So pretty. Little final touches, going with my light pressed powder, and I'm just gonna put some right here. Brighten up the area. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing with my medium. A little bit more brown just so it can kind of last with me all day. Okay, one more spray and we're good to go. And there you go, she's ready to go and kill him. Bye.